everybody, and welcome to Plaid Stallion's Toy Ventures. I am Brian, and as you can see, I'm out on the road. But not surprisingly, this is a toy show that I'm going to. Last night, I got a nice invitation from my friend Dave, saying a bunch of the guys from the various mego groups, the Mego Museum groups, were going to be at this show, and was I going to come? I haven't been to a Canadian Toy Con in a while. They keep changing locations, and most of the locations are just a little too far for a day trip for me. However, this one was actually the closest one I think they've done in years. So I hopped in the car this morning, and I thought I would check out some toys. It was really great seeing some old friends. I saw some terrific vintage at this one. It was really well done. I like the new location, and I hope they keep it. So what I thought I would do is put together a little slideshow of things I saw today, and I saw a lot of cool vintage. Then I can go over what I got. I picked up a few neat things that I think you'll really enjoy. Hang tight. that was my look at Canadian Toy Con. It's really nice. I ran into a lot of folks I haven't seen in a long time. And, I managed to pick up a couple of things. Still no Tonka Steel Monsters. There really wasn't anything Planet of the Apesy for me, but I managed two interesting items. The first thing I picked up was this Electra Woman action figure from the Croft Superstar series by Living Toys. Now, I had one of these back in the 90s, but for some reason I parted with it. It was probably just, collector anxiety or whatever it was, but I kind of missed it. I'm a huge fan of Electra Woman and Dyna Girl, and I will eventually do a Toy Ventures about them, but I really don't have a collection that's much to write home about. I pick up everything I see in the wild, and yeah, huge fan of this show. I didn't understand as a kid that I was actually like attracted to Dyna Girl. That's why I was watching it, but it's such a fond memory, and this also doubles as an action figure of Marlena from Days of Our Lives. And I will be taking this off the card and putting her over my desk here. So every issue of Toy Ventures magazine will be designed with Marlena looking down on me. The next thing that I picked up will surprise a lot of folks. It's a Type 2 Mego Spider-Man. You might say, don't you have one of those? And you'd be correct. However, I had an empty box that I wanted to put this Spidey in, and I've had it for ages. So this was actually a really welcome find, and it was really about finding one for the right price. And the guy was super negotiable, and I finally got my Type 2 Spidey for that package. In terms of like toy love from the 1970s, which I'm obviously very much about, I don't know if there is a more perfect action figure than Mego Spider-Man. He's an example of making something kind of minimalist that in its own way is just perfect. This design, Mego really nailed Spider-Man. And I think that's why it sold so very well. So all in all, terrific day. Didn't break the bank. I mean, even admission to the show was only $5. And I got to run into some old friends and talk toys. Being in a room with fellow collectors and rooting through old stuff, well, there's something very meditative about that. And I really enjoyed my day. And I hope you've enjoyed this look at Canadian Toy Con 2022. Thank you as always for watching. If you are new to this, please consider hitting like and subscribe. I do this every week. If you're not new to this, please consider liking it and sharing it. It really helps me out. Until next time, I just want to say thank you, be well, and talk toys, not other people. Cheers. And if you like what I do here, please consider checking out my magazine, Toy Ventures. It is a quarterly print magazine dedicated to toys from the 1960s to the 1990s. Issue 8 is coming up this fall, and there's still time to get a subscription. Find more at toyventuresmag.com.